Principal have arrived in the hall, I request everyone to please stand and welcome them. With a big round of applause, please. Please be seated. Good morning and welcome you all on a day when we celebrate women's achievement throughout history, across nations and across fields. On this global day, I accord a very warm welcome to our esteemed guests, students, and foremost importantly, the beautiful ladies of the day. Women of the world want and deserve an equal future free from stigma, stereotypes, and violence. A future that is sustainable, peaceful, with equal rights and opportunities for all. To get us there, the world needs women at every table where the decisions are being made. This year, the theme for International Women's Day, Women in Leadership Achieving an Equal Future in a COVID-19 World, celebrates the immense contributions made by women as women stand at the front lines of COVID-19 crisis as healthcare workers, caregivers, innovators, policymakers, community organizers, and as some of the most exemplary and effective national leaders in combating the pandemic. And today, we are privileged to have such women leaders amongst us who have chosen to challenge, to create a more alert society as from challenges comes the change. On this colossal occasion, we have the honor of having Mrs. Lippy Parida, a renowned artist, poet, and author as the chief guest for today's program, who will be joining us very shortly after fulfilling her prior commitments as she is being honored at Punjab University. I also welcome our guest of honors, Mrs. Jaswinder Kaur Sidhu, IAS, MD Sitco Chandigarh, Ms. Nitika Parwar, IAS Special Secretary Personnel UT, Madam Radhika Singh, HCS Secretary Chandigarh Housing Board, Mrs. Harjeet Kaur, First Lady DSP Chandigarh Police, and Professor Anita Kaushal, Principal Postgraduate Government Girls College. A very gracious welcome to our special guest, Dr. R. Puri, Professor Emeritus, Punjab University, and Founder President of Indian Dietetic Association, Chandigarh Chapter. It is indeed a moment of great delight for all of us to have such women achievers amongst us from all the fields. Now let us proceed for the auspicious beginning of the day with the lamp lighting ceremony, and for that I invite our esteemed guests along with our respected principal ma'am Dr. Sapna Nanda to please step forward and light the auspicious lamp. This small lamp is an insignia of peace, prosperity, universal love. May we all transcend on the path of peace and happiness. Thank you, everyone. Dr. Gunalidhi Sharma and dear students for spreading these positive vibes. Taking the celebrations of womanhood ahead, may I now invite our revered principal, Dr. Sapna Nanda, to formally welcome the special ladies of today.
Our very honorable guest, Madam Jaswinder Kaur, very respected Madam Nitika Pawar, Professor Anita Kaushal, Mrs. Harjeet Kaur, and very special guest, Dr. Ramesh Puri, very esteemed general public members, dear students and faculty of this esteemed institution, very pleasant morning to all, and I wish you all happy Women's Day. It's a matter of great pride for the institution to have congregation of such inspiring personalities amongst us today for celebration of International Women's Day. This year, International Women's Day is like no other Women's Day. It's a day to celebrate the tremendous efforts put in by women around the world in shaping the more equal future and recovery from COVID-19 pandemic. Today, we have the honor of benign presence of such women from all fields who have excelled in their respective areas and contributed immensely towards the creation of more inclusive society. I take pride in introducing a very esteemed guest to all of you. Our worthy guest for today, Mrs. Jaswinder Kaur, who has very humbly accepted our invitation and spared her precious time to be with us today morning on this global day. Madam Jaswinder Kaur is an Indian Administrative Officer of Punjab Cadre. Presently, she is Managing Director of CITCO. Although during COVID-19, tourism and other usual activities of CITCO were at halt, but under the able guidance and supervision of Madam Jaswinder, her team facilitated the COVID warriors and the frontline workers and did commendable work in those disturbing times. Her sheer dedication towards the cause is applaudable and inspiring. It's a matter of great pride and privilege for all of us that today she is amongst us. I also extend very warm welcome to Madam Nitika Pawar, IAS, who is presently the Special Secretary Personnel. Madam also holds various prestigious positions like Registrar Cooperative Societies, Agriculture, Census Commissioner, Director Tourism and Information Technology, to name a few. A self-sufficient and an independent working woman, she is living proof that if you have a focused mind and self-discipline, nothing can come in your way. We feel blessed to have Mrs. Harjeet Kaur, first women DSP of Chandigarh administration. Amidst the COVID-19 outbreak, she had the extra duty which kept her on her toes in regulating the traffic scenario of the city, and she performed her duty with sheer dedication and perseverance. I accord a very warm welcome to Professor Anita Kaushal, who hails from the family of academicians and bureaucrats and is carrying towards the legacy of mother in heading the premier institute of education, namely Postgraduate Government College for Girls, Chandigarh, and she is carrying this duty with utmost perfection. Her contribution in shaping the young generation is remarkable. I would also like to mention here that at present she is the senior most administrator cum academician working under Chandigarh administration. It is truly a delight for us to have you with us, ma'am. A very warm welcome to our very own Dr. Mrs. Ramesh Puri, Professor Emeritus, Punjab University, who is founder president of Indian Dietetic Association, Chandigarh chapter. Dr. Puri is well regarded for her diligence and academic approach, and her contribution in the field is truly commendable. We are grateful to you, ma'am, for always supporting and blessing us in all our endeavors. So, I, on behalf of my entire faculty and my students, extend a very warm welcome to Galaxy of Personalities who are with us on this global day, that is International Women's Day, and I wish you all a very happy Women's Day. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for acquainting us with our esteemed guest today. And today we have got this opportunity to have such inspiring women on our campus because of your sheer perseverance, and we acknowledge your hard work and commitment to the Institute. Moving ahead, let us now witness a breathtaking yoga demonstration by the students of our college, Aarti and Jyoti Tiwari, who are national level yoga players and university gold medalists. And this yoga demonstration has been prepared under the guidance of Mr. Roshan Lal and our alumni Jyoti Sania. To please come and share her life experiences with us and motivate us all.
Dr. Sapna, Dr. Sapna Nanda, Principal Government College of Yoga, Madam Anita Kaushal, Principal Government College for Girls, Mrs. Nitika, AMD and Special Secretary Personnel, faculty, students, Madam R. Puri and Madam Harjeet Kaur. We are all here to celebrate Women's Day to recognize the contribution of women during the COVID-19 pandemic. Women have always been at the forefront in all fields, and especially during the pandemic all over the world. During the pandemic, women and girls have emerged as path breakers and proved to be role models by putting in great efforts at the risk of their lives and made us see a more equal future. It's a matter of pride to see women excel in almost all the fields today, be it medicine, engineering, politics, art, culture, administration, education, just to name a few. Even the women who are not in any profession are contributing immensely by taking care of their families and households and bringing up children to become good, responsible citizens in society. Here, I would like to quote Mother Teresa, who rightly said, "A woman is the bank where her family deposits all anger, worries, and hurt. A woman is the cement that keeps her family together, and a love lasts a lifetime." I learned from Dr. Sapna that after the lockdown and restrictions being lifted, the college has restarted its functioning full swing. I'm sure that the students of the college, after getting educated here, will be able to spread knowledge of yoga, which is being recognized world over as the mantra for well-being, especially in tough times and situations we have gone through. I would like to tell the students that whatever you aspire for can be achieved through perseverance, diligence, and constant efforts with focus on the goal. I also believe that it is very important to speak up when you need to do so and not hesitate when you see some wrong being done. You should be supportive of each other. This will make you grow and take you much ahead. So far as CIDCO is concerned, to mark the day, the women employees of CIDCO, they would be going on a cruise carrying the message of women, for saluting the women who have been at the forefront during the pandemic. I would also like to share that during the pandemic, CIDCO had been running quarantine centers at its hotels. And one of the hotels was also offered to PGI doctors for quarantine and for doctors on duty as well. I would like to congratulate all the women for their contribution and service to public during COVID-19. Madam Lipi Parita, who's expected to join us shortly, she has been doing a lot of social service and motivating us throughout these tough times. I appreciate the efforts of Dr. Sapna and her team in organizing this event on Women's Day. I conclude with lines from Diane Merechild. A woman is the full circle. Within her is the power to create, nurture, and transform. Thank you. A happy Women's Day to you.
For your very kind words, and your presence today morning means a lot for us. It is said, music expresses that which cannot be said and on which it is impossible to be silent. It is the universal language of mankind. To feed our souls with their melodious voice, here's presenting before you a group song by the students of our college.
I'd like to extend my warm greetings to all the I would like to extend my warm greetings to all the esteemed guests present here today. Happy Women's Day, ma'am. And I would like to also thank Madam Principal Sapna Nanda for giving me this opportunity to come here and interact with so many young girls and boys also. And it is always a pleasure to interact with students and with young people, because somewhere you tend to go back to the time when you used to be a student. So I feel like it was yesterday that I was also one of you, and it is a pleasure to be here. Now, I would not like to talk much about myself. I am an engineer by profession. I have completed my BTech in biotechnology, and thereafter somehow I have stumbled upon civil services, and so that is how I am here. I think I would also like to talk to you about some things that are very important for women of the day, and especially people of your age, because you are the future of this country, and it is important for you all to grow up to be self-sufficient and confident women who are very, very comfortable in their own skin and who know what they want and who are not afraid to go after those things that they want. I think as women and as girls, since we are very young, we face a lot of judgment. You should sit a certain way, you should dress up a certain way, you should talk a certain way, you should, absolutely everything about you is judged and passed judgment on, and everyone is there to tell you that this is wrong, this is how you should be, this is how you should behave. So first of all, I would like to say that especially for women amongst ourselves, I think we are very hard on each other, not only as friends, as classmates, as colleagues, but also as the mothers are hard on their daughters and things like that. So first thing I would like to say is that we have to stop being so difficult. We have to stop being competitors of each other. I think we should move into the direction of being each other's collaborators and each other's supporters. Ultimately, it is the women who can pick other women up, who can help each other out, and who can usher in an era and a society where women are not judged, where women are equal. I think, and for me personally, I think it is silly for women to ask for equality because you are much better than men. I'm sorry to all the men present in the room, but that's my belief. I think we are much better than them, and so we have to stop asking for equality. We have to ask for much more than that. And one thing I have learned through my life experiences, and I have done also, is you have to never stop pondering and thinking for yourself. Do not let someone tell you that this is how your life should be, or this is what your dreams should be like, or this is what your thoughts should be like. Everyone is an individual, everyone has their own experiences, their own thought processes, and I think all these young girls here, especially to the girls, I want to say, you should never stop thinking for yourself. And it is nothing to be ashamed of. If you have a viewpoint and it is different from the other people in the room, it is nothing to be ashamed of. You should go ahead and say it. So, one thing is that. The other thing I want to say is you should never stop questioning. When I say questioning, I talk about in general sense anything that is happening around you, anything that is happening in the class. Maybe you want to question a philosophy that is being taught to you, or anything at all in life, really. You should never be afraid to ask a question of why things are the way they are and how I can improve these things for myself and for other women and society in general. So never stop asking questions. Keep asking questions, a million of them, and society will be better off with your questions. The third important thing that you need to do is you need to disagree a lot. Like, I have seen that women are very afraid to disagree sometimes, I don't know, it is the way we are brought up, or it is some genetic issue with us. I don't know what it is, but it happens a lot that we tend to just, whenever we are disagreeing, we try to keep our views to ourselves, and we just tend to agree with the other person, be it our parents or our husbands or our brothers or whoever, our classmates, whoever. So I think it is very important for you to disagree. Keep disagreeing, keep talking about your opinions, your uh, blatant opinions about anything and everything under the sun. So those are some things that I have done in my life, and which I aspire for all young girls to do. You have to think for yourself, you have to question everything that you do not understand, and you have to learn to disagree. You have to learn to say no. That is also another important thing that we don't do very often. Some of us don't do very often, but that is another important thing which should be done. And lastly, I would only like to say that all of you are enough in yourself as who you are. You need not be someone or do something that will not define you. I mean, that is your dream. If you want to do it, do it. Don't want to do anything, whatever it is, you are, as on day, you are sufficient in yourself, and you are all wonderful beings. You are amazing rock star women for doing what you're doing. So thank you all for listening to me so patiently, and very happy Women's Day. I wish you all very best of luck. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your words of wisdom. I would like to add, ma'am cracked civil services exam in her first attempt, a real source of inspiration. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am, for your words of motivation and sharing with us the beautiful life mantras like never to stop pondering, not to stop questioning. And I'm sure all the young girls out here and everyone who have listened to ma'am will be inspired by her words. Taking the program forward, it is said to dance is to be out of yourself, larger, more beautiful and more powerful. To exhibit her power, I now invite Purnima amongst us, who will be exhibiting her power and glory through the medium of dance.
I would like to speak in Hindi because I feel more connected with you all. तो इस विमेंस डे पे जैसे नीतिका मैम ने बहुत अच्छी बातें आप लोगों को बताई हैं और वो दोबारा रिपीट करने की मुझे लगता भी ज़रूरत नहीं है। मैं अपने बारे में अगर थोड़ा सा बताऊं तो बड़ी कंजर्वेटिव फैमिली जैसे गांव में होती है, पंजाब के एक बड़ी कंजर्वेटिव फैमिली को बिलोंग करती हूं मैं। और जब पुलिस जॉब आज से 32 साल पहले जब मैंने ज्वाइन की है तो घर में नेचुरल अभी ऑपोजिशन हुआ, स्पेशली मेल मेंबर से भी नहीं पुलिस में नहीं जाना। तब मेरे मदर ने मुझे बहुत सपोर्ट की। तो ये बात मैं यहाँ पे इसलिए बताना चाह रही हूँ कि जैसे निकिता मैम ने भी पॉइंट आउट किया था, बी विमेन ही विमेन की अगर सपोर्ट बनेंगे तो हम लोग आगे बढ़ पाएंगे। अगर मेरे मदर उस टाइम अगर बैठ जाते भी नहीं, ठीक है जैसे फादर कहते हैं या ब्रदर कहते हैं वैसे मान जाओ, तो शायद आज मैं इस स्टेज पे नहीं होती। तो यहाँ पे आप लोगों से यही निवेदन है कि जब भी मौका मिले, अपनी तो आपने सपोर्ट करनी ही करनी है, लेकिन आपके आसपास जितनी फीमेल्स हैं, चाहे कोई भी है, आपकी बहन है, मदर है, भाभी है, कोई फ्रेंड है, इवन आपकी मेड है, तो जहाँ पे हो सकता है उसको ज़रूर सपोर्ट कीजिए। और कई बार मैं सोचती होती हूँ भी ये विमेंस डे ही क्यों, मेंस डे क्यों नहीं, हम लोग क्यों इतना कमज़ोर हैं, हमारे में कमी क्या है। मैम ने जैसे पॉइंट आउट किया भी हम लोग, मैम ने कहा था भी आई थिंक वी आर स्ट्रॉन्गर सुपीरियर, थिंक नहीं, मैं बोलती हूँ यकीन है हमें, हम लोग बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग हैं, मल्टीटास्किंग करते हैं, हम घर के भी करते हैं, संभालते हैं, हम बाहर भी काम करते हैं, तो हम लोग कमज़ोर कहीं पे भी नहीं है, ये सिर्फ हमारे दिमाग में है। दूसरा पॉइंट, जो हम लोगों का बायोलॉजिकल डिफरेंस है वो मानते हैं भी है, तो उसको हम लोगों ने ही संभालना है, अपने आप को कैसे रखना है, हमारी लिमिट्स क्या है, हमारा दायरा क्या है। अगर हम उस दायरे में रह के स्ट्रांगली फर्मली अपना काम करें, चाहे पढ़ाई है, चाहे नौकरी है, चाहे कहीं पे भी जाना है, तो मेरा नहीं ख्याल है भी कोई भी आपके ऊपर एक उंगली भी उठा सकता है या आपको कोई किंतु परंतु कर सकता है। दूसरा, हम लेडीज़ को तो एम्पावरमेंट्स के लिए कहते रहते हैं, लेकिन मैं आप लोगों से सभी से निवेदन करती हूँ कि आपके घर में जो आपके मेल मेंबर्स हैं, आपका छोटा भाई है, आपका बड़ा भाई है या फादर है, उनको किस तरीके से आप अगर टोकते हैं, जैसे मैम ने कहा था भी आप पॉइंट आउट कीजिए, तो अगर कोई भाई आके अपने घर में बताता है भी आज जी फलां लड़की से मैंने छेड़ा, जी मैंने उसके ऊपर मैंने कमेंट करा, अगर आपको पता चलता है तो उसको पॉइंट आउट कीजिए, उसको डांट लगाइए। मैं जितने भी यहाँ पे लड़के बैठे हैं उनसे भी कहूँगी भी आप लोगों की भी बराबर रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी बनती है। हम विमेन एम्पावरमेंट तो करते हैं, लेकिन मेन क्या कर रहे हैं उसके लिए, हम अपने लिए तो कोशिश कर रहे हैं, लेकिन आदमियों की भी उतना ही ज़रूरी है। आपकी बेटी है, आपकी बहन है, आपकी मदर है, अगर उनको ज़रूरत है तो क्यों नहीं आप लोग सपोर्ट करते, करिए, आप लोग अपना काम कीजिए। अगर वाइफ आपकी काम कर रही है, मैं यहाँ पे जितने मेल मेंबर्स बैठे हैं मैं उनसे पूछूंगी भी घर में आप अपना काम करते हो, अब जानबूझ के वैसे मत कह देना भी हाँ जी करते हैं, ईमानदारी से बताइएगा। कोई एक बात बोल रहा है, बाकी किसी की गर्दन नहीं हो रही। तो ये छोटी छोटी बातें हैं, छोटी छोटी बातें आप घर में जाके करिए, आप अपना ही काम करने लग जाओगे तो उसी से आप लोगों की जो फीमेल्स हैं आपके घर की, वो अच्छा फील करेंगी, स्ट्रॉन्ग फील करेंगी और उनको लगेगा भी हाँ मेरी कदर है। आज मैं कहीं पढ़ रही थी भी जो विमेन है वो जैसे सोलर सिस्टम में एक सूरज है, सूरज के आसपास सारा सिस्टम घूम रहा है, सारे स्टार्स घूम रहे हैं, सारे प्लैनेट्स घूम रहे हैं, तो जो विमेन है वो भी आपके घर का सूरज है, वो है तो आपका घर है। अदरवाइज मैं नहीं कहती भी घर में आप एक दिन माँ चली जाए तो बुरा हाल हो जाता है। इवन हम लेडीज़ को भी लगता होता है, जब आप जैसे आपकी स्टेज है, मम्मी चले जाए तो रोटी नहीं पकती, पिज़्ज़ा ऑर्डर करोगे आप, काम मतलब बहुत सारे काम है। तो इसलिए हम लोगों को आपस में ही एक दूसरे की सपोर्ट करना होगा। और जेंट्स से निवेदन है कि आप लोग जहाँ पे भी मौका मिलता है, प्लीज़ कहीं पे आपको कुछ गलत लगता है तो उसको टोकना शुरू कीजिए और अपने आप में पहले सुधार करना शुरू कीजिए। और बाकी जो आपके घर में छोटे लड़के हैं, उनको अभी से जैसे आप उनको समझाओगे सिखाओगे, वो बड़े होके वैसे ही बनेंगे। तो ये चेंज आप आज से लाओगे तो धीरे धीरे ये आने वाले टाइम में ये बिल्कुल, ये हमारे कोई एम्पावरमेंट वाली ये जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ेगी, हम अपने आप में एम्पावर हैं। और हम लोगों को ये दिन भी नहीं मनाना पड़ेगा, शायद भगवान करे ये इतने हम लोग स्ट्रांग हो जाएं, इक्वल हो जाएं, कोई जेंडर वाइज ना हो हमारी सोसाइटी में। और हम लोगों को ये इस प्रकार की बार बार हम लोगों को अपने राइट्स के लिए बोलना ना पड़े, ऐसा दिन आए। तो ये हम लोग सभी का कलेक्टिव एफर्ट्स होगा। और उम्मीद करती हूँ भी आप लोग सभी इस दिन को आज एंजॉय कीजिए। विमेंस डे है तो अपने आप को भी पैम्पर कीजिए, और आपके जो आसपास आपकी फीमेल्स हैं जो भी किसी भी रिश्ते में है तो उनको भी फील अच्छा करवाइए। स्पेशली जो छोटे तबके के हैं, जैसे मेड है, कोई घर में आपके आसपास गली में कोई कूड़ा उठाने वाली लेडी आ रही है या झाड़ू मार, उनको भी बताइए भी आज विमेंस डे है, कितने इंपॉर्टेंट हैं आप लोग उनकी लाइफ के लिए, या वो आपकी लाइफ में कितने इंपॉर्टेंट है। तो इसी शब्दों के साथ मैं आप लोगों का सबका धन्यवाद करती हूँ। थैंक यू सो मच।
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your thought-provoking words, and your words have filled us with a new energy. Now, moving ahead, I would like to invite Purnima for a group dance, for a solo dance. Sorry, like you, it was poetic. Thank you so much. Moving ahead, may I now invite Professor Anita Kaushal, Principal, PGGC Sector 11, Chandigarh, to please come and share her wisdom with us.
Good afternoon, everyone. As you all are aware, we have gathered here to celebrate the International Women's Day, which is a global day to mark the social, cultural, economic, and political achievements of women all over the world. This International Day had its genesis in 1914. It's not that we've just started celebrating it, but ever since 1914, when it started in Germany, this, I would call it a movement of awareness amongst women, has really gained momentum. And not only there, but then it started spreading all over. And even here in our own country now, we celebrate 8th of March as the International Women's Day. A lot has been already told to you by our esteemed guests about the importance of standing up for one's own self. I would not like to repeat all those things, but I would just like to say that this is a day of pensive introspection. It is a day when we all need to look into ourselves and to search what we are doing for each other and for society as a whole. We as women have tremendous potential in ourselves. We can achieve great heights. It is just that we need to sit and analyze and channelize our energy in that direction. In addition to all the other things which have been just now told you by our esteemed guests, I would like to say that another important thing which comes to my mind is focus. You need to focus on your goals. You need to be oriented towards what you want to achieve in life. Of course, women have come a very long way, from being the women who were confined only to the four walls of the houses, where they were just made to cook food, to give birth to children, to bring them up. And, they were kind of victims, I would say, of their own surroundings, where even if they had a mind of their own, even if they wanted to do something, they just could not do so because they were pulled back by the strings of our society. But of course, from those moments, from those times, we've come a long way ahead. And now we have women who have achieved great positions in life and made a mark for themselves, be it in politics, be it in social life, there's so many other cultural, so many other lives, so many other fields, women have made a mark for themselves. Today, I would like to motivate all of you. We have all been through a very stressful year, the year of the pandemic, COVID-19. And very rightly, the theme of this International Women's Day is Choose to Challenge. So we have passed through such trying times, but as women, we have shown to the world that we can stand up with the men, even in such difficult times. And we can be, very successful, helpful health workers, caregivers, warriors. This is what we as women have already shown. So what is important is to be focused. What is important is to come out of your shell and to walk along with the men. We are in no way less. In fact, sometimes when you see the results which are declared of different examinations, you must have noticed that it is always the women, the girls, who are in the top ranking positions. Why? Because of their motivation, because of their focus, because of their commitment. We as women can be the torch bearers. We as women can educate not one, but the entire generation. So this is what I expect from all of you. You youngsters here, take it upon yourselves that you have to put in lot of good work, lot of hard work, and educate the masses, and also in the process educate and shapen up your own personalities so that you all can carve a niche for yourselves and our country can progress much more and we can all achieve greater heights. This equality is what we have to strive for. Equality for all women. Equality for women with men. As I said, we are in no way less, and now it is upon us to come forward and to march ahead to achieve great heights. My best wishes and blessings to the youngsters on this auspicious day of the International Women's Day. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your words of motivation. I'm sure your inspiring words will go a long way in shaping the behavior and personalities of the young girls present here. Moving ahead, our special guest, Dr. Puri, is with us today, and we would love to hear from her. Ma'am, आप यही
going to address seniors here and the juniors also, and also all the men, young and old, because I feel we are focusing only on the females. This is true that without females in a society, that society will not be able to run proficiently or increase also. There will be no growth in the whole world if the females are not there.
we have the moment of great pride and prestige as our worthy chief guest, ma'am, wholeheartedly. I request Dr. Puri to please proceed.
I was trying to focus on the men here also. See, this society by Almighty has been made by two opposite sexes. And unless one works proficiently for the other, we will not be a good society. We want to be a very wonderful society with both the males and the females contributing to the whole system. See, we are very lucky. You girls and boys won't know that when I was a little girl, I was given importance in my family and my community because I was a girl, followed by 6 boys in the family. My mother gave birth to 6 boys after me. So all the time whenever there was a talk about our family, they will always, my name is Ramesh. Ramesh means the Kamal Karmika. I used to be very wondering what has happened. I haven't done anything in this family. I am also a little girl like my brothers. Only because my brothers were younger to me. And the focus of talk always centered around Ramesh, bringing 6 brothers after her. So the society was that. The boys were not respected, I was respected. This is 85 years back, I'm talking. And this continued like that in all families. Whenever the girls were followed by boys who were being born in the family, that girl was the focus. But socially, in the education field, economic field, marriage field, the girls were not really favored. This was only a community talk, but at home the girls were not fed properly because the amount of food and other facilities available were less, and the boys were favored. Slowly, I think, with all our Guru Nanak and our all senior saints in the society, some changes started happening. And the result of that, now we can see with all the facilities available to all our girls and boys equally. But if you see the results of any competitive exam or higher exams, you will find mostly the girls are outshining the boys. Why? The girls, I think, realize over the period of time that we have to stand up and show our worth. Even today, if we have the capacity that we will become better than boys, that earth brought into the girls. and now girls are doing equally good, sometimes better than the boys. We are all Homo sapiens, made by God, by all the same biology that the boys have, that we have. Brain is the same. Other biological aspects of the body are the same. We were downtrodden by the society, the social mores now. So today, what we are, what our girls are doing, is the outcome of their tenacity to stand up and show that we are equally good. It's not that the boys are not good. Boys are equally good, girls are equally good. It is our own will. You know, we all have to say that I will do that. And they do it. So girls have started that. They have more attributes which they can now really show to the society. Work on it. Earlier they were not given the opportunities. Now the girls know that we have lot of capabilities, and it is our concentration and attributes and our self-worth that we have to show. And each girl here, I'm sure, must be aspiring to become something or the other than what their parents do for them. Earlier, the girl was known, the boy was selected, the girl was married and sent off. That was her destiny, how she got the in-law. But now the girl decide their own destiny. They have intelligence, they have concentration, mindfulness, what you name what the boys have and the girls do. Girls are equally concentrated on their jobs and also aspirant to become something in their life. Some of them want to become doctors, some of them become journalists, some of them dancer, musicians, and whatever you may say. So I think it is what's within us that should decide. And if you decide, you will definitely with concentration and the help of your parents and mothers also. Mothers have also become ambitious about their girls. So the society is changing, and you are the change now that we can see in the society. And you are going to be the change bringing instruments in our society. Each one of you. If your mother tells you this is to be done, you have to marry this, not that, you just stand up and tell them. You have to take out your, I will say, you have the capacity not to fight with them, but to be able to convince them of your own attributes that you have and how you can utilize them and be very nice and respectful to them. But still, you should be able to manage. And each one of you, I'm sure, has different ambition in your life. Have you or not? How many girls have ambitions in their life for their future? Or you just want to get married and settle down? How many of you have your own ambitions? I'm not happy to hear that. Each one of you should have your own ambition. You have the capacity, you have the intellect, you have mind, body, everything you have given by the God. The only thing different is that you have a different biology than boys. And that is God given for a future, for the country to have good population, good things in our setup, universe. So you contribute your own way forward. Very you are seeing your principles. So many all of these people who are officers, who are singers, dancers, they are all the being sent to this society to bring out your best. So bring out your best and also distribute it among all other girls as well as the boys. Boys can equally be able to do that, and they are doing it. But why are we always thinking of the girls only? Because they have been up till now subdued. They were not given opportunities. Now they are given opportunities by themselves as well as the society. So make use of them, become something special, and you can become. Our blessings are with you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you for your words of motivation for all these girls.
All
And
leaders who are sitting here, they have become like that. I wanted to be just a small episode. I wanted to become a doctor. I was living in Delhi, in Lady Harding College, you might not have heard, but it's very famous. That was walking distance from my house. And I would always want to be, imagining I want to be a doctor. But social system was such. My grandfather, who was the head of the family in a way, told my father, if you go send her to the college there, you will have to look for a boy who will be a doctor. And her marriage will cost a lot. You have 6 boys who will be a doctor. And they didn't let me go to the medical college. But I had great zest in me. And I continued studying well. And eventually, when I passed out, and over time I came out and did my PhD from PGI.
then you got the tag of doctor.
My grandfather said, "छोटा बड़ी बुद्धि हुई है, जितना नहीं करते." This is the commentary of thinking. But all others, they really have the nation done it. So we will also do. Some few other people for voting. So whenever you find a success story, say, I'm also going to do it. I can do it. I will do it. I tell every little child this. I will do it. I will definitely do it. And I will show it to you.
Sure, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you, ma'am, for your words of inspiration and motivation. We are blessed with your presence, ma'am. Thank you. Now it gives me immense pleasure to welcome our worthy chief guest, Madam Lippy Parida, who could make it possible to be with us this morning despite her very, very, very busy schedule. She was invited to Punjab University Alumni Association. So they honored her in the evening. She is again being honored. So we are also honoring her. So we are thankful to you, ma'am, for being with us today morning. And Madam Lippy Parida, our worthy chief guest, needs no introduction. She is First Lady of Chandigarh, wife of advisor to administrator, UT Administration, Chandigarh. And I take pride in introducing her. Madam Lippy Parida is a renowned author, poet, photographer, and an artist. She is recipient of 2018 National Award Make in India for her excellence in her creative work. And she has been writing short stories, poetry, articles for newspapers, magazines for a long time. And her first book, a memoir on her grandfather's life, Aja's House, was very much appreciated. And her second novel, If the Blue Lotus Sings, is one of its kind. And this 2017 novel brought her the Women's Achievers Award. So putting in 2 years of research on the Jagannath cult of Odisha, Madam has woven a tale of deceit and deception, love and passion revolving around the blue god. Madam Lippy Parida also shares her ideological views on the Jagannath temple in her novel If the Blue Lotus Sings, published in International Journal of Language, Literature and Humanities. Besides her literary work, her paintings, especially musical paintings and spiritual paintings, are marvelous. She has organized a lot many exhibitions of her paintings and photography in various parts of the country, and her paintings are also on display at Rashtrapati Bhavan, New Delhi. During the pandemic time, Madam raised funds to feed the poor by selling her paintings and contributed significantly for the welfare of society. This reveals the beauty of her heart, full of love, care, and compassion. And ma'am is with us, so this shows the First Lady of Chandigarh accepting the invitation of a common citizen of this city, and she is with us. This shows her greatness, her humbleness. और मुझे नहीं मालूम ये रिश्ता क्या कहलाता है कि जिस रिश्ते की वजह से, बॉन्डिंग की वजह से हम जब जब मैम को बुलाते हैं तब तब मैम आते हैं. लास्ट ईयर यू विटनेस ऑन डायटेटिक्स डे शी वॉज विद अस, and Women's Day पे ma'am was in Delhi, she couldn't make it, but this year she promised that she'll definitely come, and she's here. Ma'am, we welcome you from the core of our heart. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am, for sharing with us the achievements and accomplishments of our worthy chief guest. And it has been possible because of your sheer dedication that we got an opportunity that ma'am came here with us. Thank you, ma'am. Now you're all going to witness a thought-provoking skit by the students of our college, and I would especially like to mention here the theme and the central idea of the skit is conceptualized and developed by our very talented Dr. Gunanidhi Sharma. Ji, to honor the esteemed guest, please. Our worthy chief guest to please grace the stage for honoring our esteemed guest, Mrs. Jaswinder Kaur Sidhu, IAS, MD, SITCO, UT, Chandigarh. Madam Nitika Pawar, IAS, Special Secretary Personnel, UT, Chandigarh. A big round of applause, dear students. Madam Harjeet Kaur. Madam Harjeet Kaur, First Lady DSP, Chandigarh Police, Chandigarh. A big round of applause. आपने ताड़ियां मारने में बिल्कुल कंजूसी नहीं करनी. Next, we are going to honor Professor Anita Kaushal, Principal, Government Girls College, Sector 11, Chandigarh. A special memento to our special guest, Dr. Puri. As a token of our love, respect, Now I request our Revered Principal Dr. Sapna Nanda to honor the Lady of the Day, Mrs. Lippy Parida ji. Ma'am, it was indeed a blessing for all of us to have you with us this morning on this global day. I invite Madam Lippy Parida to bless us with her kind words.
Good afternoon, girls. A very happy Women's Day to all of you. It's always an honor and a pleasure for me to visit the Government College of Yoga Education. I love Yoga College so much as I love its principal Sapna Nanda. आज उन्होंने कुछ ज़्यादा ही मेरे बारे में बहुत ऊंचे शब्द बोल दिए, पर कोई बात नहीं, मेरा Women's Day तो बन ही गया. और so friends, it's awesome to be celebrating International Women's Day with all of you, and the theme of 2021 International Women's Day is Women in Leadership, Achieving an Equal Future. And friends, I think it is significant that we should appreciate the endeavors, the spirit and the achievements of our women leaders. The women of today is the change of tomorrow, friends, and there has been a dramatic change in the Indian woman and in the societal norms and taboos in a country in a country which has defiled women as well as idolized her. The society is changing, and there has been a big change in the society. Bold frontiers are opening up, and they are beckoning the Indian woman to come up. They are challenging her, and the Indian woman is changing, and that is apparent in our women leaders. And we have so many wonderful women leaders amidst us today. Ms. Jaswinder Sidhu, Ms. Harjeet Kaur, Ms. Nitika Pawar, and Professor Anita Kaushal, and not to forget Sapna Nanda herself. And so friends, let's honor our women leaders. Our women leaders will show us the path, and we should encourage them and motivate them to come across more positively. And friends, I congratulate all our women leaders and Sapna Nanda ji, and a very happy Women's Day to all of you, friends. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your words of inspiration. Your presence today here is really a source of motivation and encouragement for all of us, and we are truly blessed today. May I now call upon Dr. Mohinder Kumar for the formal vote of thanks, please.
थैंक यू सरगी कौल मैम. 2-3 दिन से सोशल मीडिया में, अखबारों में, सब में सुनने को देखने को मिल रहा था कि आधी आबादी का पर्व, नारी शक्ति का पर्व, सबको बधाई. लेकिन मैं इसको कहूँगा कि संपूर्ण मानव जाति का ये पवित्र पर्व सबके लिए मंगल कामनाएं. भारतीय शास्त्रीय ज्ञान व शास्त्र संस्कृति ने तो नारी को सम्मान देते हुए पहले ही मातृदेवो भव की उपाधि दी ही है. वैसे भी नारी के बिना संसार का प्रागट्य व अभिव्यक्ति संभव ही नहीं है. ईश्वर का अर्धनारीश्वर स्वरूप हमें ये स्पष्ट संदेश देता है. पुरुष प्रधान और जड़ता समाज की होते हुए भी पारिवारिक, सामाजिक, राजनीतिक, आध्यात्मिक, शिक्षा के क्षेत्र, प्रबंधन इत्यादि में जो नारी शक्ति की मौजूदा भागीदारी है वह अति सराहनीय है। पुरुषों को तो वैसे विश्वास ही नहीं होता है कि कई बार मैं अपने पर ही ले लेता हूँ ये बात कि घर में वाइट वॉश करवाना था और मैंने अपना ट्रिप बना लिया, तो मेरे पीछे से वाइट वॉश मैंने सोचा नहीं करवा पाएगी, लेकिन उसने 1 वीक बाद में जब घर आया तो वाइट वॉश करवा रखा था। तो उसके बाद ये है कि जैसे जैसे हम इनके ऊपर विश्वास बढ़ाते जाएंगे, हमारे विश्वास से भी अत्यधिक और अधिक ये करने में कामयाब रहती हैं। जैसे छोटे बच्चे को हम स्केच वगैरह दे दें तो वो स्वतः ही कोई ना कोई अनुकृति बना देता है। तो इसी प्रकार से नारी शक्ति को आप 2-4 बात बता दो, कहानी